Zoos.
Hey, we're trying something new called Zoos Quick Hitters. We're going to try to get this done under 5 minutes. Real quick review on some of these lower end. Is it garbage? Is it okay? Depends on the price, honestly. This one we have the Powkiddy X51. The handheld itself looks kind of like a weird neon green Switch. These are not detachable. You might think they are, but they're not. It has some nice shoulder... Oh, they're so loud. Ergonomically pleasant shoulder buttons, but so loud. 2 switch sticks. They don't click. Got some face buttons. Decent looking D-pad. A reset button. Select start. And you got a volume wheel. I like volume wheels. You got SD card. Ooh, 2 USB A's on top. That's kind of cool. HDMI out. And you have your power cord and your OTG. 2 speakers on the bottom. Little grips for your fingies. And a 3000 milliamp battery. Let's turn her on. You have a list of all the games that come with the SD card. 5,831. It'll play everything from Nintendo to PlayStation. PlayStation is, for the most part, decent. There are some games that have slowdowns, but I think where this really going to shine is Game Boy Advance and maybe some classic Super Nintendo and Sega. Speaker's pretty loud. Gets real loud. Okay, so it's not RetroArch. If it is RetroArch, it's buried deep. You have this button that gets you to save your game. You can change your settings. Settings are pretty basic. Just save our game. We have 6 save slots. This also kind of reminds me of the operating system that came stock on the 35XX that was quickly disregarded. Controls, you got your D-pads mapped to the analog stick, which isn't the best thing in the world, but not too bad. Whoa, bad guy. D-pad's not bad. Whoa! Now this thing has a pretty good screen. I would say even maybe beautiful. Really good aspect ratio for Game Boy Advance games. Now without RetroArch, you don't have any shaders, you don't have any fast forward, any of the quality of life things we've come to be, well, in some cases dependent on. It really is what you see, what you get. And for someone who's already into the hobby, probably not a good idea. Maybe as a gift. Maybe as a gift, but it really depends on the price. I've seen this go for as low as $49.99 on AliExpress. Maybe if you see it on AliExpress or on Temu or someplace that has coupons. Now, if I can get it down to $40, I think that's in gift territory. Gift for someone who has no other handhelds, but I remember playing Super Nintendo and stuff. That would be a good starter. Because it's easy to get into the lack of any complicated or non-negotiable features for someone like me, but the lack of any complicated features for a normal person, it's actually not that bad. Now, the lack of any kind of RetroArch also means you're not going to be able to bump the resolution up. So you're going to be stuck playing it native. And that's okay, because this doesn't look too bad for Game Boy Advance, but I think we probably have enough overhead to maybe go 2x, and it would look a lot better. Would you let me drive, Wario? So yeah, Game Boy Advance on this is pretty good. I would have liked to be able to bump the resolution up, but the color saturation's good, the brightness is decent. It really comes down to price. And who you're going to buy it for. It's comfortable, at least. The rounded edges, whoa! Ah! The rounded edges, I think, help a lot with that. Buttons are all fine. This stick on top is kind of natural to use for these sort of PlayStation games. A little bit of audio crackling on Super Nintendo. Kind of weird, but looks like there's a widescreen hack applied, which is cool. I don't know, maybe that's causing some of the audio issues. For your layman, your average user, they could probably get into this and say, oh, I remember Yoshi, and just have a pretty good time. So again, it all depends on what price you're going to find this at. If you can find it for $40 or less, and you got a buddy who, oh geez, what did I do? I'm sorry, Yoshi. What was I saying? It's all going to come down to price. If you got a buddy, a kid, spouse, someone who says, I like playing Mario, but I can't be bothered to do all that weird tweaking I see you doing. Ugh, that doesn't seem fun to me. Then maybe this is a good bet. Again, if you can find it for, $50, $40. Anything more than that, I think, is just probably not going to cut the mustard. It's good. It's a low end, I don't know if I'd say gem. It's kind of an opalescent rock. To the right person, it might be neat to keep in their pocket, but not for me. So what did we learn? Well, keep it short and sweet. If you can find this for super cheap, 40 bucks, maybe even less with coupons somewhere, get it as a gift for someone that's not into the hobby at all. For anyone that has even more than a passing interest in the hobby though, this is not the guy for you. As always, it's been your buddy Zoo and Gary and the whole gang. Stay tuned. Let me know if you like these shorter videos, these Zoo's quick hitters. All right, we'll see you later.